Shalom, I'll give all honor and glory and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone for teaching me this truth and sincerity. Salutation to the hopeful elect that spread throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so the title of this lesson will be Renegade Israelites, statement question mark, nothing new under the sun. All right, so Renegade Israelites, nothing new under the sun, right? So that word renegade, I have it here in I have the definition here. Renegade, a person.
Renegade.
Right, a person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or set of principles, right? Or having treacherously changed allegiance, right? You have some similar words right here: traitor, defector, deserter, rebel, right? Treasures which goes back to the word apostate, right? The word renegade go back to the word apostate. It's the same word, right? So the reason, because they're gonna be we're coming, we're coming, in some tough times, right? And they're gonna be you're gonna see a lot of people, bugging out. And it's truth. You're gonna see a lot of people bugging out. You're gonna see a lot of Israelites bugging out. You're gonna see a lot of people turn their faith, from the Messiah. You're gonna see a lot of people deny, YAHAWASHI. You're gonna see a lot of people, a lot of Israelites, that say that they would, strive to the end, and they say they will die, if it if they need to, but that they're gonna get exposed, and it's true. So they're gonna be, that there's we're coming from tough times, and you have, and there's some camps out there as well, that will be considered, a renegade Israelite, even though they're teaching the 100% truth, they have a zeal, they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge, right? They're not teaching. It's like, even though they're teaching some truth, they're not teaching 100% truth, right? There could be Israelite that could be, teaching 100% truth. You know, they can be teaching 100% truth, but but they still will consider a renegade Israelite. There's a few, that there's a few elect, so then it was just, that title was just on my spirit, So I got here 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 1 reads, the title of this one of this chapter is apostates, right? 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, right? Right. So in the latter times, right, goes back to the latter days, right? And we are in the latter days, in the latter times. So some should depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrine of devils. So they're going to be literally people who are going to return to renegade. They're going to betray. They're going to fall back into the world. They're going to fall back. They're going to, they might not, technically, if you're not in this 100% truth, right? If you're not, doing this work, if you're not teaching the right doctrine, you are, where are you, if you are just, you're not considered, you won't be considered the elect, giving should depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrine of devils. Those what does that mean by seducing spirits, right? to seducing. Right. I have it here. Misleading, leading into error. Right. Corrupter. Right. A misleading spirit leading into error. There's a lot of misleading spirits out here. There's a lot of doctrine. You have there's people coming back from there, like the different prophets of old. There's, you have I guess, I don't know, because I don't really be, but I guess, you have some doctrines from IUIC, by the MOTB and all that. I forget, you also had, there's also another doctrine out there that I forget, that I can't remember if it comes to my head again. But there the different doctrines, the different doctrine that's not, according to the 100% truth. You have a lot of, this is why, those people are considered renegade, right? They're not heeding to the 100% truth. They're departing from the faith. They're departing from the 100% truth, because I guess getting to, the 100% truth is just not good enough for them, right? They want to hear something they want to hear something that will benefit them, that'll benefit their ears, right? Second verse, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, right? Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, right? So these people, and you have, you know, Nate, for example, from the IUIC, Bishop Nathaniel, he confirmed that the hell, the lake of fire, is in America, right? But he's not telling his congregate, that to teach that, right? So he's speaking lies and hypocrisy, right? Um, I know you have some other out there too. So having their conscience seared with a hot iron, what does that mean? Going back to their spiritually mind, them not being able to understand this knowledge, them not being able to understand this 100% truth, right? Consciousness, the soul, as distinguishing between what is moral, good, and bad, right? Prompting to do the former and shun the latter, right? So they returning back into the world, right? They returning back. They're not. This when it's, I guess, this truth become too much for them. They want to hear something. They want to hear something, that will be pleasing to them, right? And shun the latter, right? Commanding one, condemning the other, right? So they, basically, you know, falling back. They're falling back. They're going back into, into that worldly mind state. Okay, so I'm gonna get Matthew 26 and 14. Okay, this all lines up with this title. So Judas bargain, right? Matthew chapter 26, verse 14. Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests and said unto them, what will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. Right. So, Judas, he would be considered a renegade Israelite. He would be considered a apostate. He and they covenant with him for 30 pieces of silver, right? So Judas is basically was willing to give the wicked scribes and Pharisees, priests, you know, information about, it was all done in the spirit, but about information of where, YAHWASHI was, um, for 30 pieces of silver, right? So he sold out, he betrayed YAHWASHI for 30 pieces of silver. Um, 16th verse, and from that time he sought opportunity to betray him. Okay. So Matthew chapter 26, verse 19 reads, and the disciples did as Yahushua had appointed them, and they made ready the Passover. Now when the even was come, he sat down with the 12. So amongst that 12, and Judas was there as well, and Peter, and the other disciples. And as they did eat, he said, verily, I say unto you that one of you should betray me, right? So Yahushua knew, so Yahushua knows the renegade is like, Yahushua know who gonna betray him. Yahushua know who gonna fall out the faith. Yahushua know who the elect is, right? There's nothing new under the sun, There's nothing new under the sun. 22nd verse, and they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him, Lord, is it I? Right? So that was a question they asked to Yahushua, the disciples. And he answered and said, he that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. 24th verse, the Son of Man goes as is written of him. But woe, so woe means destruction, to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born, right? So they were betrayed. To give into the hands of another, to give over into one's power or use, to deliver to one something to keep, use, take care of, manage, to deliver one to custody, to be judged, condemned, punished, scourged, tormented, put to death, to deliver up treacherously, right? So which goes back to renegade, right? Having treacherously caught change allegiance, right? So Judas treacherously changed allegiance, when he decided to sell out Yahushua. And that can also, and that also goes back to the MOTB. When the MOTB comes around, are you going to deny Yahushua? Are you going to betray Yahushua? When that time of trouble, when that time of testing comes, you had to make a choice to either feed yourself, or die for Yahushua. There's gonna be a lot of renegade Israelites, popping. There's gonna be a lot of renegade Israelites, you know. Now pray to Yahweh every single day that that I'm not one of those, right? That He does not take His Holy Spirit away from me, right? Because that's He's just right. It had been good for that man if he had not been born, right? Because guess what? He's gonna receive, is rich and fear Him that can destroy both the spirit and the body, right? Um, 25th verse, then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I? He said unto him, Thou hast said. Right. So I'm going to jump down to the 33 verse. Peter answered and said unto him, Though all men should be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended. Right. So Peter, you have a lot of Israelites saying what they will not now, they will never be offended in Yahushua. They won't. When that time of testing comes, when they have to make a decision whether they're going to feed them, or die for Yahushua. They say they will never be offended with Yahushua. When they names start being popping up or whatever, etc., how Yahushua have it. They say they would not deny Yahushua. You know, Peter is Peter is a perfect example. This is why I said there's nothing new under the sun, right? So I'm gonna read it again. Peter answered and said to them, though all men should be offended because of thee, yet would I never be offended. right? Yahushua said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, that this night before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice, which means 3 times. 35th verse, Peter said unto him, though I should die with thee, yet will I not deny thee. So Peter was stern that he would deny Yahushua, right? But he ended up, guess what he doing? He ended up denying Yahushua because those people, those Jews in that court, where Yahushua was getting sentenced, they were saying, ain't this the man that was with Yahushua as well, and he was denying, right? Peter was denying those accusations, right? And likewise also said all the disciples, right? So Peter would be considered a renegade Israelite, no, because he betrayed, he denied Yahushua, right? So yet will I not deny thee, right? So that word deny. To affirm that one has no acquaintance or connection with someone, right? So that word deny means to affirm that one has no acquaintance or connection with someone. To forget oneself, lose sight of oneself and one's own interests, right? So renegade, a person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or set of principle. In this case, Peter and Judas both, betrayed Yahushua, or Peter, he denied Yahushua. That's the same thing as betrayal. Okay, because it's important that that you won't, it's important that where we're in this truth, that we have a strong foundation. We have something. We have, when that time come, when that wind, when that flood come, when it come towards us, we are built like a fortified city, like a strong city that cannot be overthrown. You know, it's important, right? It's very important that we have that Holy Spirit working with us, right? It's very, very important, because again, we're coming in some tough times, some tough, difficult times. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 8. Now as Janus and Jambres withstood Moses, so withstood was actually opposed. And now Janus and Jambres, they were, I guess, there are two sorcerers or two magicians back in Egypt. You can read it, and you can read about them in Exodus chapter 7 on down. They were two magicians, right? So do these also resist the truth? Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith. So these renegade Israelites are men of corrupt minds. They are reprobate concerning the faith. Reprobate minds, not standing the test, not approved, properly used of metal coins, right? Unfit for improve, that which does not prove itself such as it ought, right? So would Peter and Judas be considered, a reprobate, rejected by implication, castaway, rejected, reprobate? Not standing the test, right? So Judas and you know, Peter, he did not stand the test, right? When he could have had that chance to die on the cross with Yahushua, but he fled. He fled persecution. He didn't confirm his faith. He didn't stand. He didn't stand, strong. He didn't stand tall on his faith. same likewise in this, in this times, right? In these latter times, this is all going back to the latter days. Difficult times will come. Mm, Ninth verse, but they shall proceed no further, for their folly should be manifest unto all men, as there also was. So their folly is going to these renegade Israelites that want to hide, because there is written that there's nothing down in the darkness that would be brought to the light, or roughly paraphrase, there's nothing in the darkness that will come to light. Because everything in darkness will be eventually shown to the light, right? Everything you do in darkness, if you know, it will be shown, you can't hide, from Yah. It's written that YAHAWASHI's eyes is brighter, is 10 times brighter than the sun. He's, he knows how you are in your spirit. He knows what your spirit is, right? He knows if you're truly about this faith, he knows if you truly are, if you're truly going to, ride with him until the end, ride with the faith until the end, right? So it's important that, we continue to, build, continue to, build our house upon that rock, continue to strive for the masteries, continue to strive in this truth, continue to strive to the end, right? Because it's a never ending, affliction is a never is enduring, it just goes back to enduring to the end, right? I'm gonna read that again. But they should proceed, further. So all these renegade Israelites, they will, you have vocab, you have all these different people, IUIC, you have all these different people out here, you know, professing that, they have the 100% truth, but these people are getting many. They don't get many. Be they're gonna be showing who they truly are. Something gonna happen. They will proceed because in the rich in the latter days, the only thing that will be magnified is YAHAWASHI's name, right, and His power. For their folly shall be manifest unto all men, right, as there also was. Okay, so all these people, that's gonna, you know, that say that they really not gonna deny Yahweh, or they say they read about this truth, they're gonna get they're gonna who they gonna end up being, their real inward thoughts is gonna be seen. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3 is read, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, right? So these renegade Israelites, they're not enduring sound doctrine, right? They're heaping to themselves teachers having itching ears. So again, like the IUC, they are teachers, they're they're teachers of the of the doctrine, right? But not according to the 100% doctrine, right? They're false teachers, right? They're false prophets, false teachers, So these people, they're going to these different teachers, with itching ears because they want to hear something. They want to hear doctrine that does not to deal with not having to decide whether to take or to reject the MOTB, right? They want to hear something. They want to hear a doctrine that tells them that they can take it, nothing with them, right? Um, they want to hear a doctrine that says that they will not have to go through some sort of persecution, some sort of affliction, to get the kingdom of heaven, right? To get the crown of life put upon their head, they want to hear they want to hear they and all this is sound doctrine. The time of testing, the great tribulation, afflictions, troubles, all these are sound doctrine. These are there's this why it's better you you know, you know like slow down. It's like, because, you know, you understand, you know, you understand what you have to do. You understand, you know, what it's going to take for you to, for you to be saved, right? For you to be chosen, you want to go through some things, right? And those people, those renegade apostate Israelites, they don't want to go through that. They want to, they want to, have. I guess they want to have an easy. They just want to have an easy time in the truth. They don't want to go to no sort of affliction, no sort of tribulation. They just it goes. If you're gonna be saved. But what I'm trying to say is, if you take the MOTB, if you take it's better, if you take the MOTB, you're gonna be destroyed. Just put it simple as that. You take the MOTB, you're gonna be destroyed. But those teachers, those Israelites, they want to hear, right? When that time's gonna come, right? Gonna come. Uh, Fourth verse, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned into fables, right? They are turning their ears away from the truth, They're turning their ears away from the truth and shall be turned into fables. So that favorite word fable actually are in Greek mythos, right? Which means a speech, word saying, a true narrative, a fiction, a falsehood, right? Because there's a lot of fables, going back to the Hebrew defense student, that's a fable, Um, but this is what we're commanded to do, Fifth verse, but watch thou in all things, endure affliction, do the work of an advantages, make full proof of thy ministry. And how do we make full proof of our ministry? By, building us up spiritually, doing this work, um, you know, doing what we need to push this work, making sacrifices, to push this ministry, right? And I'm gonna close out here with Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. And it reads, the thing that has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Right, there's nothing new under the sun. That's the whole point, right? There's nothing new under the sun. So if it was prophesied back in the, if all this that's written, it was written back in the ancient time, then it's going to play out in this modern time, right? All these prophecies are going to play out in this modern time, right? All these spirits are back, all these spirits, are back, Those Israelites that reject, saying to Yahweh, it was saying crucify him, they are back today, you know. All those renegade Israelites back in the ancient world, they are back today. Um, so there's nothing new. 10th verse, is there anything wherefore it might be said, see, this is new? So that's the question. It has been already of old time, which was before us. So it have already been of old time. So all those renegade Israelites have already been of old time. They have already been, back when Yahushua was around, they was already there, So there's nothing new under the sun, right? So, you know, when you see, these Israelites, turning their back away from the faith, or you see these different Israelites pop up, that was once in the church, saying that they need different people, or making up these different doctrines, or saying you can do this or do that. They are just renegades. They rejected this faith, bug out that were given to, given to a birth man, right? Those out here are undergoing praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, to the next one, we'll say Shalom.